right, thanks for coming out early, everybody. My name is Edward David Anderson. This is the three-name night. I'm happy to be here with Aaron Lee and Taz Jan. I'm going to propose a duo at some point where we take our first names out and we become David Lee Taz Janderson. Let's see if he goes for that. I'm going to play you a new song word about the great Guy Clark. This one's called Guy Built Guitars. Sometimes you get lucky, was a line in his book, and it jumped out and struck me. See, Guy built guitars, each one unique, assembled with patience, with soul and technique. He said some will sing loud and more clear than others. Some, for some reason, come from red-headed mothers. Mickey sat wrecked on a shelf in his shop, bloody thumbprint and a thin broken top. The mysterious part is choosing the wood, he said with a grin, as only Guy could. Never for sale, he built them for friends. The sweetest of sounds comes from old number 10. Hey! Sharpened, the work never done. His favorite was a draw knife, he showed Towns his son. Quietly carving, his presence was big. He'd work till he tired, then he'd roll up a cig and talk of the times he and Towns would raise hell. Susanna was young, still feeling well. Guy built guitars, each one unique, assembled with patience, with soul and technique. Guy built guitars, each one unique. Guy built guitars, Guy built guitars. Song, I appreciate it. I'm gonna play this. This is a new song that's the title track to my new record that's coming out in October. This one's called "Chasing Butterflies." I wrote it about an old friend of mine, kind of a crazy old man who I adore. This one's called "Chasing Butterflies." I keep good time to the beat of my own drum. I ain't allowed in Texas, I smoke cigarettes for breakfast. Feel like half my life's been on the run. I got knocked around, so I ran from town to town. I left home when I was just a kid. Everything I do and everything I've done goes right back to what my daddy did. Home is a memory. No, I don't know where it ends or it begins. It's far, but still close to me. It's like chasing butterflies in the wind. Chasing butterflies in the wind. Well, I hitched a ladder rides, had my share of brides, put each one of them right back on the shelf. You see, I've been known to yell, fuss and fight and raise some hell. Came to find I'm better by myself. So I picked an old guitar, started singing at the bar, meeting ladies, making tips to raising hell. Shooting guns, starting fights, running drugs into the night, till I wound up on the inside of a cell. I said home, where I wanna be. No, I don't know where it ends or it begins. It's far, but still close to me. It's like chasing butterflies in the wind. Chasing butterflies in the wind. I quit drinking and shooting smack. I still long to roam from place to place. There's the restlessness, I guess. I'm uneasy, I confess. I slowed down when they laid me in my grave. I said, oh, it's a mystery. No, I don't know where it ends or it begins. It's far, but still close to me. It's like chasing butterflies in the wind. I said, oh, no, I don't know where it ends or it begins. It's far, but still close to me. It's like chasing butterflies in the wind. Chasing butterflies in the wind. Chasing butterflies in the wind, in the wind, in the wind.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you very much. Thanks, folks. Alright, so hey, it's good to be back here. It's been a couple of years to be in this room. I think last time I was here was with the great Otis Gibbs. It was nice to be here with Aaron Lee. I've been wanting to hear him live for a long time, so I thought maybe if I could get on a show, I get to hear this cat. I wrote this tune down in Alabama. We live down there when it gets cold up here. We saw a friend we hadn't seen in a long time, and she was showing us pictures from a wedding that we missed. She said, you can't see me, but I know where I am. And this big group of people, and I thought, that sounds like a song, so I wrote this one. You can't see me, but I know where I am. You can't be me and stand right where I stand. You won't know me until you take my hand. You can't see me, but I know where I am. You can't hear me, but I sing good and loud. Write down my thoughts, trying to make my mama proud. You won't know me, I'm a face out in the crowd. Can't hear me, but I sing good and loud. Flying low to the ground, driving south, Bama bound. I'm on go drink some beer and disappear. She'll catch fish and I'll catch songs. When I screw up, she'll right my wrongs. Let's all raise a glass and yell out cheers. Cheers! You can't feel me, someday you just might. Walk inside my shoes and understand my plight. Till that day comes, I'll keep fighting good fights. You can't feel me, someday you just might. ground, driving south, Bama bound. I'm gonna go drink some beer and disappear. She'll catch fish and I'll catch songs. When I stir up, she'll right my wrongs. Let's all raise a glass and yell out cheers. Cheers! You can't see me, but I know where I am. You can't beat me and stand right where I stand. You won't know me until you take my hand. You can't see me, but I know where I am. You can't see me, but I know where I am. I said, you can't see me, but I know where I am. Thank you very much. Cheers, everybody. Got a 24-ounce PBR and it feels pretty good. Here's another song that's going to be on this new record that I got coming out in October. This one's called Bad Tattoos. Bad tattoos. Lord knows I got a few. It's just where I happen to be and what I wanted to do. Bad tattoos. Well, if I had to choose, I'd do it all over again, me and my bad tattoos. While he was just 18, he was leaning green, fell in with the girl from his school. He put her name on his arm, he didn't see the harm. Now she's running around with somebody new. He got a bad tattoo. Lord knows I've seen a few. It's just where he happened to be and what he wanted to do. Yeah, 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 bad tattoos. Well, if I had to choose, I'd do it all over again, me and my bad tattoos. She was a fan of a band that's been known to jam. She listened to them every day. She put their logo on her chest when she was at her best. It's safe to say the things have changed. She got a bad tattoo. Lord knows I've seen a few. It's just where she happened to be and what she wanted to do. Yeah, 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 tattoos. Well, if I had to choose, I'd do it all over again, me and my bad tattoos. Well, the story of my life's written on my skin. The people that I love and the places I've been. It's like a map to my soul that fades more each day. The lines will blur, but they won't go away. and my bad tattoos. Well, I do it all over again. Me and my bad tattoos. Thanks, folks. I'm gonna do another new one for you if that's all right. I'm playing lots of new stuff tonight. Thanks for putting up with me. This one's called I Ain't Got a Clue. I ain't got a clue. Well, I just don't know what to do. I'm feeling low down, sad and blue. I ain't got a clue. It's hard to give a do when you've got rocks inside your shoe. Somehow, some way I landed you. Just how I ain't got a clue. It's hard from day to day to say goodbye and feel this way. It's all been said, but it helps to say it gets hard from day to day. 'Cause I ain't got a clue. Well, I just don't know what to do. I'm feeling low down, sad and blue. I ain't got a clue. It's hard to know what's true. They'll take something old and say it's new. They'll tell you one and one, well, that don't make two. It gets hard to know what's true. I ain't got a clue. Well, I just don't know what to do, what to do. I'm feeling low down, sad and blue. I ain't got a clue. Now I ain't got a clue. Thank you much. Appreciate that, folks. I'll play you another song off this new record that's coming out in October. I found this story on the front page of a 1964 Chicago Tribune. And it just spoke to me and it hurt and it made me angry and I wanted to tell it. This is called The Ballad of the Mule Penn. Lieutenant Colonel Penn and two good men drove off into the Georgia night. They were heroes from the war, but it was 1964, so they were looking to stay out of sight. Unbeknownst to them, three bad men were out late driving around. Saw the out-of-state tag and the driver was black, so they fouled them right out of town. Lemuel Penn was a good man and somebody's kin. Lemuel Penn was a good man and he died because of his own skin. next thing that happened caught the mule by surprise. He saw headlights in the mirror coming fast and getting clear through the fog in the dead of the night. As he came upon a bridge that was just beyond a ridge, they pulled up right close to his side. 3 men from the clan shot twice and killed a man, left him on the bridge that had died. Penn was a good man and somebody's kin. Penn was a good man and he died because of his own skin. The buffoon gave up the goons for murder in the first degree. But the all-white jury got a verdict in a hurry, and they said the guilty killer's free. Lemuel's wife lost her life. They say the heartbreak was too much to take. The 2 shooters did some time for a much lesser crime, and one still lives in Athens today. Was a good man and somebody's kin. Penn was a good man and he died because of his own skin. Penn was a good man and somebody's kin. Penn was a good man and he died because of his own skin. Summer comes, summer goes, pack away those summer clothes. Summer comes, summer goes. If there's one thing I know, if there's one thing I know. Takes the leaves when the wind blows. Autumn comes, autumn goes. If there's one thing I know, if there's one thing I know. Winter comes, winter goes. Days it's sunny, days it snows. Winter comes, winter goes. If there's one thing I know, if there's one thing I know. If there's one thing I know, if there's one thing I know, if there's one thing I know, if there's one thing, if there's one thing, if there's one thing I know. Appreciate that. Cheers, everybody. How we doing? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Cheers. Okay. Very nice to be back here in the great city of St. Louis. There's another song that's going to be on this new record. Some folks like to ramble when they got time on their hands. Rambling's all they do, and I'm not rambling. I'm a man who likes to sing songs on his own, sitting around at home. There's something about this chair, it fits my ass just right. There's lots of things to do, still I ain't doing much tonight. It's tough to get me off the throne when I'm sitting around at home. I'm happy you're not sitting around at home, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Sitting around at home, picking that guitar on my own, till it's time to roam. I'll be sitting around at home. Sitting around at home, picking that banjo on my own. Yeah, till it's time to roam. I'll be sitting around at home. Well, I'm not here to say I don't get out and feel this town. Still get down to digs when there's no gigs and I'm around. Just a little less as I grow older, with a little more sitting around at home. Sitting around at home, picking that guitar on my own, until it's time to roam. I'll be sitting around at home, sitting around at home, picking that guitar on my own, hey, until it's time to roam. I'll be sitting around at home. Thank you much. So I wrote this tune, it's another new one. I got a friend we call Uncle Stevie. He's not really my uncle, but we still call him Uncle Stevie. And he was talking to me one night about he was wearing this cool hat. I said, "Where'd you get that lid?" And he said, "This is my old Uncle Glen Johnson's hat." I said, "Tell me about your Uncle Glen Johnson." He was wasted. And he just went off on how he, fought in the war, won a Purple Heart. Him and his cousin tried to drive out to the Rocky Mountains in a Model T Ford and went through 8 tires and made it maybe a quarter of the way. Yeah, so anyway, he told me all these stories, and I went home that night and I was like, I just wrote the song, and I showed him the song the next day, and he had no recollection of telling me any of the stories. So I'm going to sing you, the first thing he said was my Uncle Glen Johnson was a CB, and I don't know if you know what a CB is. My daddy was a CB, that's the construction branch of the United States Navy. Hard-ass dudes that go in and build stuff in really hostile situations. So when he told me that his uncle was a CB, I thought, damn, Glen Johnson was a CB and an uncle to Uncle Stevie. I'm like, that's a song right there. Glen Johnson was a CB and an uncle to Uncle Stevie. He was righteous and raised by the farm. Well, he lived through the Depression, then he worked in concession. Was a good man with a farmer tanned arm. When he was 16, he and his cousins, it seemed, tried to drive to the Rockies up high. He said they were bored, so they loaded the T Ford, drove west till they ran out of tires. Round and round we go, guess we live on through the ones that we know. Open your heart and take it all in while you're here. Well, he fought in the war like his father before, and he came home with a big purple heart. He cut his leg on barbed wire under enemy fire. God bless him for doing his part. Around and around and around we go. When it stops, don't nobody know. Buckle up tight and pick up a 6-pack of beer. People come and people will go. I guess we live on through the ones that we know. Open your heart and take it all in while you're here. He wore an old wool hat. It was tweed, brown and black. He was wise and gave Stevie advice. He said, this may sound sappy, but make yourself happy and don't make the same mistakes twice. When Glen Johnson died, Stevie sat and he cried when they gave him his things and wool lid that he wears to this day, telling stories of the way Glen Johnson did the good deeds he did. Around and around we go. When it stops, don't nobody know. Buckle up tight and pick up a 6-pack of beer. 'Cause people come and people will go. I guess we live on through the ones that we know. Open your heart and take it all in while you're here. Glen Johnson was a CB and an uncle to Uncle Stevie. He was righteous and raised by the farm. Thank you much. I'm gonna do this one from Brian. I met Brian. There he is. I'm gonna play this John Prine song for Brian. Can I play a John Prine song for you guys? Sitting in the back of a memory, like a honeybee, buzzing on a glass of sweet Chablis. Got my radio on, windows rolled up, and my mind rolled down. Headlights shine like silver moons floating on the ground. We made love in every way love can be made. We made time look like time could never fade. Friday night we all made a guitar's hum. Saturday made Sunday feel like it could never come. It's gonna be a long Monday, sitting all alone on a mountain by a river that has no end. Gonna be a long Monday, stuck like a tick the clock. It's come on round again. Soul to soul, heart to heart, and cheek to cheek. Oh, come on, baby, give me a kiss that'll last all week. The thought of you leaving again brings me down. The promise of your sweet love brings me around. It's gonna be a long Monday, sitting all alone on a mountain by a river that has no end. Gonna be a long clock has come on around again and again. Weird story. My granddaddy and John Prine's dad worked together in the American Can Company in Maywood, Illinois. I don't know if they knew each other. Maybe they did. It's another new song. This one's called Carefree Kids. I got time for a couple more. Thanks for being such a gracious audience and coming out early to listen to me. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. The big Aaron Lee Taz Jan coming up next, playing that rock and roll music for you. Stumbling and feeling like a fool for the things I never said. Yeah, I'm feeling like a fool for the things I never said. Got me hunting down a meaning, got me turning in my bed. Got me down but I ain't falling, I'm just leaning and hanging by a thread. Falling, but I'm leaning, hanging by a thread. Hey! Got me chasing after shadows. Staring out the windows, thinking back about the life I led. Hey, out the windows, thinking back about the life I led. And the blood we bled. Sometimes I get the feeling I hope she's running with the wind. And now I'm staring at the ceiling, thinking back when we were carefree kids. Hey, at the ceiling, thinking back when we were carefree kids. Carefree kids. Said we were carefree kids. Thank you so much, everybody. Cheers, cheers. I'm gonna do one more for you. Thank you so much. I got stuff for sale back there, vinyl, t-shirts. It's my wife's birthday week. Go back and say hello to my wife, Kim, back there. Like the last time we played here was her birthday too, with Otis Gibbs. So we only come here on her birthday. I started my set with this song that I wrote about Guy Clark, the late great Guy Clark, who I adore so much. And I wrote this song called Guy Built Guitars. So I kind of got deep into Guy Clark this last winter. And I want to end with a Guy Clark song, if that's all right with you guys. goodbye to the landlord for me. That son of a bitch has always bored me. Throw away your LA papers and that molded box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. I'm gonna get me a dirt road back street. If I could just get off this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought, and it's hail to you, old skinny Dennis. The only one that I think I will miss. I can hear that old bass singing, sweet and low like a gift you're bringing. Play it for me one more time now. You got to give it all you can now. I believe everything you're saying, but just to keep on playing. If I could just get off this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought, and you can put the pink card in the mailbox. Leave the key in the front door lock. They will find it likely as not. I'm sure there's something we have forgot. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry, babe. Love's a gift that is surely handmade. We got something to believe in. Oh, don't you think it's time we're leaving? If I could just get off this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought, if I could just get off this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought. Pack up all your dishes, make note of all good wishes. Say goodbye to the landlord for me. That son of a bitch has always bored me.